Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Once upon a time, long ago, in a galaxy far away, there was a race of creatures that grew and evolved in natural symbiosis with that of all the creatures around them and their environment and their planet. They were organically and naturally in tune with everything that was happening around them. They felt no need for development, everything just flowed. Gradually, as their numbers increased, so their intelligence increased. They achieved some type of harmonious domain in and with their planet, and gradually over the millennia, they expanded their technology and their science to go out into different dimensions of space and time, to explore in their own solar system and even go beyond into the more trans-solar systems that are out there in the space. Give it another few millennia and these species gradually began to lose the need for such a degree of physicality. Their bodies were going more and more into cryogenic, or else they were being adapted by nanotechnology for whatever environment their spaceships were taking them to. Until in the end, these species became so aware, so adaptable, so flexible, that they realized they no longer needed physical form. So they changed themselves into some type of computer code, which they used to power the various craft, which went surfed through the different areas of the galaxy, exploring and learning on their journeys. Until in time, they even ceased to have the need for craft, and they became just pure thought, retaining that degree of intelligence, but just pure thought. And then, one millennia, they came across a galaxy far, far away from the Big Bang. And they quite liked this galaxy because it was quite remote. It was a spiral galaxy, and they set about exploring it. And they found at one end, at the remote end of one of the spiral arms of this galaxy, they found a solar system where one of the planets had that rarest of combinations, that of oxygen and hydrogen, creating water. And these beings of pure sentience, of pure thought, the galactic overlords, if you like, the lords of the galaxy, the galactic travelers, they looked at this place and a dim memory went off and they thought, I used to like swimming. So they adapted some of the local monkeys from growing as they were naturally and organically with the planet in tune as per evolution everywhere else. They adapted some of these 4-foot high monkeys with very strong frontal lobes and they quickly, in the space of just a few thousand years, became 18 inches, 2 feet taller, with split lobes, and they became more intelligent and more civilized. And then they started to multiply, and they were great. They were in paradise. There was only a few of them. They were having a wonderful time. They were inhabiting physical bodies again after millennia of just thought. And they were on paradise. They were in harmony with the animals, in harmony with all the plants, in harmony with the planets in the sky. And then catastrophe struck. Whether it was a rogue comet, whether it was an earthquake, but a pandemic appeared. Wiped out their numbers. Their technology disappeared overnight. As a result, the shifts of the planet created a massive ice breakage. The polar ice caps retreated. The sea levels suddenly rose. There were floods everywhere around the globe at the same time. And the resulting crises and trauma, the civilization destruction that happened, created such a fragmentation at the mental level to these beings that they lost all trace of whom they were. And they spent the next 10 to 20,000 years living just on racial memory, building from pitiful few numbers in places of survival, to rebuild a civilization, to rebuild that technology, to rebuild their numbers and their essence of spirituality, until they get to where we are today. Where do we come from? What are we here for? And what is it that gives us that edge that makes us different to any other species that's ever existed on this planet before? I don't know the answers to this, but astrology gives me some damn good insights. Bye now.